What's up, everyone? It's Coach Austin here with your Nerd Out and Workout podcast, where we nerd out, work out, and podcast. And I'm with my co-host, Kevin Irab Arabagan.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
I just lost my train of thought there. Sorry, today's episode is it's a very chillax episode. The only thing we have on the agenda today is I put here Victory Podcast.
Victory Cast.
A Victory Cast. If you guys have been consistent listeners, you know how big fans of the Niners that me and Kev are.
Baby.
Kev is I would argue, a way bigger fan than I am because he was born into the red and blue. He bleeds red and gold.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
He was from Sourdough Sam pulled him out, and
Sourdough Sam was there. He assisted my doctor.
He assisted. I came along a little after, but
it's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine. We accept you. You work for the organization, so
I do work for the organization.
It's like you've been baptized by Sourdough Sam.
It is.
So you're good.
He is my boss.
We're on the same level.
It's great.
Same level. So
yeah. No, it was I mean at the time of this podcast we know the results of the NFC championship, and they won.
It was a wild one, but we won. We pulled it out.
It was fucking great.
We didn't lose ourselves in the music.
Did you lose hope in the first half?
I didn't lose hope. I was more like I was staring into the crowd because there's a lot of Detroit fans there.
There was a lot
ton of Detroit fans.
There was a crap
But guess what? They had to pay for them damn tickets. So
that's what I was wondering. Like,
no, yeah.
Wouldn't they have to pay Niner fans who own those seats to go there? Like, why?
And I can't blame Niner fans for selling the seats, especially these. There's rows of people that were in the first row, second, third row, and I'm like, they're paying $1,500 to $2,000 per seat, and they possibly have 2 or 3, so they're paying. Those aren't even Super Bowl numbers yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I respect it, and and some, you can't expect everyone to go to every game, and but it's the NFC Championship, you have to go. But I mean, if you knew the cost of the ticket,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was more. It was, I think, at least
lower bowl was like couple thousand a ticket?
Yeah, well, the ones where I normally sit, they were selling for like $1,200.
Jeez.
At least they opened at $1,200, and then I think they closed around $900, $950 per seat, right? And compared to 2019, the cost of the ticket was at least $150 more.
Wait, what?
Yeah, compared to when we went in 2019, the price went up at least $150.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what about the nosebleeds, like the 400s?
I mean, I saw them going for I think they were going for like
600.
I think so, because standing room only was. I thought I saw standing room only for like $450.
Wow.
Right before the day before, so you would think that seats would be a little bit higher,
Damn.
nosebleeds. But there were a lot of blue at the very, very top. So I'll give you my respects to Detroit for traveling, going out there. I heard stories of the day after, there was a lot of Detroit fans going around San Francisco sightseeing.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of fans, giving them respect and saying good game, and they were nice too. So, an underdog story came up a little short. They're ahead of schedule. You know what I mean? They're a year or two away from being a big powerhouse, just like Houston was in the AFC. They're ahead of schedule. Rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, divisional round. That's crazy. That's crazy good. So, ahead of schedule. But it's our time. Sorry, guys. Sorry you had to go back to 8 Mile.
Bro, I was busy as shit working the game.
Didn't you have to go in earlier than normal?
I went in earlier than normal so I can record some stuff for my vlog.
Oh, where can they find that?
Oh, well, thank you for mentioning that, Kevin.
Yeah,
it's on my personal channel. On the YouTubes.
Right here. Edit that. So.
If you're watching the podcast, it's on my personal channel. I had a personal channel for a while, let it kind of sit there, but I went back and I'm doing just vlogs, and I decided to vlog my day as a 49er hype team member, and that video did decent, and I was like, oh shit, okay. So
people like what they like.
Yeah. But I don't want to be like a 49er only vlog channel, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I mean,
but people do love the Niners who are watching my shit. So I'm like, okay. But it was cool because the notion behind that was, I get I got access to really cool areas that
Right. Yeah.
people pay tens of thousands of dollars
That's wild.
to just be in and be part
Socialize.
of. And majority of the groups in those levels,
Right.
they have the money.
Of course.
But you see that small percentage of people who were blessed in the situation, whether they, because we do upgrades, we do seat upgrades, or we, like the Wish Kid or the Wish. What's it called? Wish
Foundation?
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish
You get people, you get families who otherwise would never be able to afford that shit. And you see them genuinely like, oh my God.
In shock and awe.
This is awesome.
That's cool, man.
And it's like you wonder, like, there's a lot of shit that goes in there. Like, they got, I mean, if you've been to a football game or a baseball game or any type of sporting event and you buy the average ticket, let's say, and you go to a stadium, you have long lines for the fucking food, the bathroom, like the seats are dirty, like it's just.
I don't know about seats about dirty. I would say like in the 90s, early 2000s, a Candlestick, seats are dirty.
Well, nowadays it's okay.
It's pretty clean.
It's pretty clean,
They're
but
pretty good.
The walkways are a little crowded.
Yeah, of course.
All that stuff, and it's a genuine. You expect that in a stadium, but when you get to these like suite levels or the club levels, it's like another level. Like these people come in minutes before kickoff, get escorted to their suite, or they have access straight from someone takes their car, they valet it, go straight to the club, and it's like, where's the game?
I would love to feel that one. Who's playing?
Who's playing here again? No, really. And so I decided, and I didn't do this like right off the bat. I kind of walked around the stadium, like as I worked the games. I wanted to see like where was it okay for us to be at, where was it okay to kind of record.
Right.
Obviously there's some areas I couldn't record. There's some people, like if I saw their badges, like I have to blur them out and all that stuff. But it got to a point where I'm like, hey, this is what's up?
No, you gotta blur their faces.
Well, like because they don't
purposes.
Like if they want, there's people who actually, like, I guess in the past there were people who try to counterfeit credentials to get into a game.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they would like find these, like I guess before that, like people would take pictures on their Instagram and the credentials would be out, and people would use that as a reference to develop Photoshop like copycats of credentials and try to go in. But if the security was doing their job, they would scan the damn barcode, and they wouldn't pop up. But people are slick. You're a con man. You're confident. You can get into some areas.
That's true.
I mean, we've caught fans that were not supposed to be in the tunnels and they were drunk as fuck. And we're
really?
Like,
wow.
Do you know where you're going? Where's the Niner locker room? And I'm like, oh fuck, Patrick Mahomes, please go back to your locker room.
Bert and Ernie over here. That Sesame Street gets the fucking Levi Stadium, bro. That's crazy.
But yeah, when I decided. I just walk around with my little, DJI gang, DJI Pocket 3. It's a small camera. It's very small, 4K, and not sponsored.
But if you want to.
But if you want to, DJI.
We're ready.
What's up? But I just walked around the stadium.
That's cool.
I went an hour early, so because we have meetings and stuff. So I went an hour early where it's super dead. Not dead, but like everyone's kind of doing their own thing right now. And so, yeah, and for the latest blog, I was able to get the field before everything opened. It was nice, dude.
That's cool.
Like,
nice.
The groundskeeper making sure, like, the field was closed, grass. Like, they're very serious about the grass.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, when the Levi's opened, they had a huge grass problem.
Yeah, what was that?
The sod wasn't good, or the guys didn't take care of it properly. Just something. It was like always getting tore up.
Yeah, it was bad.
Shit. Yeah, so they've got it figured out now.
Oh yeah, they're very strict on the grass. So,
absolutely.
So walking through these areas, showing the suites, showing what the food, like even the chefs were like, because they saw me recording, like, oh, you want to see more? And I'm like, oh, no.
Like,
no,
yes.
yeah, sure. But like, I got to walk around, and people truly enjoyed it because you got Niner fans from London, from Mexico, from Thailand.
Wow, really?
They comment and they're like, dude, I appreciate you making this video.
That's cool.
They're like, it's been a dream of mine to always watch a game at Levi's.
Oh, wow.
And you just helped me like just see that what it looks like. And then I was like, what?
Wow,
like,
cool.
And that was the whole vision too, just to show people. Like, I didn't know how big of a fan base Niners had around the world.
Yeah,
that's what trips me out.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's
nice.
yeah. So I got to go there an hour early, and all that stuff, and yeah, we got to. There was a lot of celebrities in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, they're in my vlog. I didn't want to bother them. Yeah, they'll walk in. Jay Glazer was like having a conversation on the tunnels, but you could totally tell it was like kind of like he's like an older dude, right? So he was like having that typical conversation on speakerphone where everyone could hear it. He was on FaceTime, and I was like, "Yo, man, you know we have Bluetooth."
No, I don't. You know what? I think the Bluetooth with the headphones. I think that's more older people stuff.
Really?
Because I've seen dudes. Dude, they don't. Some people just don't care.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Yeah, so I think that's more of a younger gen who do that.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just it just reminded me of an uncle like talking speaker like.
Oh. Well, it'd be different if he had the speaker on and he was still holding it like this.
That's what he was doing.
Oh, his speaker on and it was on his ear?
Yeah, he was like this.
Oh, but it wasn't like directly on the ear though.
No.
Okay. No, he's okay. That's
okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, he was. Obviously, I don't want to bother him. But like, yeah, we were supposed to get a museum room ready for the flag, the people who hold the United States flag.
Right.
For the national anthem. It was all funny because on another tangent, my buddy, Siegfried, who's in charge of like doing that coordination. It was all funny because I said, "Oh, what are you guys doing today?" And he goes, "Oh, we got to coordinate the United States flag for the anthem." I'm like, "Oh, like they always do that." And then I go, "Okay." And he goes, "Nah, this one's like the shape of the country.
Yeah.
So we got to tell people who are holding Florida to make sure to extend that shit, or else it looks hella skinny."
Yeah, you know.
So I was like, "Oh wow."
It's funny you mentioned because when they did do the national anthem, I looked. I was like, "Oh, it's like United States."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Cool." And I was like, "Where's Hawaii?
Yeah.
Where's Alaska?" That's fucked up.
Okay.
Representation, baby.
I'll put a note.
Yeah.
Because Alaska's bigger than the U.S. You know that, right?
Well, you know what? Bring out the flag. Well, I mean, obviously, hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure the whole country's bigger than the flag, so it wouldn't fit in the field. Okay. You know what I mean?
We should have someone dress up as Hawaii and Alaska just dance around.
That'd
the
be
flag.
sick. You know what's funny? Like, dude, the flyover was late.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, there's no flyover." And I'm like, "Fuck."
No, it was
like,
late.
This can't be. And it came over. I was like, "Yeah." And then later, in the game, they're like, "Oh, these are the pilots." I was like, "Oh, the late pilots."
I have a story for that. So, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about what the fuck was I talking about?
I don't know. You're getting there early and stuff.
Getting there early, talking about the flag.
Siegfried.
Damn, I went on a tangent. I totally forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, you're getting stuff ready for people. Celebrities.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of celebrities. Yeah, we were getting stuff ready in the flag room for the flag holders, right? And my buddies, they told me I missed out because I was an idiot. I thought I went to the wrong entrance. I backtracked. When I went to the right room to help out, they're like, "You missed out." I'm like, "What happened?" And he goes, "They're like, Jimmy Johnson was here." And I was like, "What?"
Oh my god.
And then they walked into. He said, my buddy Gurjob, he said they walked into the room. Was it Gurjob? One of them said when they walked into the room to set up the table, Jimmy Johnson was just walking around like he was lost, or like he was like, because the green room was right there where they were supposed to. So I think he was just walking.
Yeah.
And then they walked, and then they got shocked because it was Jimmy Johnson. They're like, "Oh hey," and then they said he was like, "Oh hey guys," like just hella nonchalantly. And then I think they're like, "Oh yeah, you're supposed to go this way." He's, "Oh okay, cool, thank you, see you guys later." And then he just went to the green room. And yeah, Michael Strahan was there. Howie Long, Jimmy Johnson, Jay Glazer. They were all in this one room watching the game.
Damn, that's wild.
Like, yeah, the NFL Fox team.
Yeah.
It was a trip. And they had like 30 security guards in front of them.
Of course, I bet.
And I was like, okay, we're not going to try to kidnap Jimmy Johnson. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's pretty wild, man. Imagine if you were there to see Jimmy Johnson. You're like, "Can you look at my playbook?"
Yo!
You got 5 seconds? Because I only got 3 plays. I want to know if I'm on the right track over here.
Like, Coach Johnson, please.
Oh,
man.
Dude, that's wild.
But I mean, being a big NFL fan, just in general, like the lore, the history, like those guys being like arm's length away from you and just respecting. And it was really cool to experience that. Eminem was there. He was pissed.
Of course.
Towards the end. He walked by our locker room.
Oh, really?
At the end of the third.
I saw he took a picture. He took a picture with Steve Young.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think so.
I don't know if that's before or after the game, but I was just like,
yeah. But Yeah, from what I heard, one of our buddies, he said he saw Steve Young, Eminem walking by our locker down the tunnel because he left already. I think after the third quarter, he was like, "I'm out." Yeah, he wasn't saying hi to anyone.
Fake fan.
I think he was just pissed. I would have been pissed too.
The game's not over yet. After the third quarter, I believe it was tied still.
Well, I think he just bounced. So
hey, sometimes you can't lose yourself in the moment.
Maybe he's a busy man. You don't know that.
He probably went to go get some mom spaghetti or something.
Wow. Well,
you know what's hella funny though? So we had tailgated, right? And on the way in, I started, I talk my ish, but I don't say fuck your team. I just like to troll you in a different way.
Sure.
So I was yelling at people like, yo, Detroit Style Pizza sucks. I was like, hey, Kiss is overrated, buddy.
Wow.
I was like, hey, Paul Wall's a better rapper than Eminem.
Wow.
Yeah, I said that to people. And the only reason why I say that, because I have a friend back in SoCal when we were working at the restaurant. We were talking about like greatest all time rappers, and someone said Eminem, and I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And he's like, "Nah, man, Paul Wall's better than Eminem." And we were all like, "Yo, what? That's a hot take." No, for real, dude, he's better. And we're just like, "You're joking, bro." It's like, "No, I'm dead serious." And we're just like,
"So he's a Nick Wright."
And I'm like, "Yo." So that's why I was thinking to myself, I could use that. And I told him. Hey, your dumb take finally had a purpose today, dude. I was using it against Detroit fans and stuff. I was telling hella stupid stuff. I was like, oh, RoboCop was a fascist, So
wow. Wow. Not RoboCop.
Yeah, I went after everybody, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was. Some of them
had a second chance to live, man.
Yeah. Some people found it funny because I was like, Kiss is overrated.
Did you hear in Journey when they performed for the halftime show for the NFC Championship? Did you hear the lyric that they changed? They tried to change it from South Detroit. They changed that to San Francisco.
No, they said South Detroit.
They said South Detroit.
No, because fucking Arnel Pineda.
Yeah.
He goes, a boy from South Detroit. And I was like, are you serious? You're going to say South Detroit?
He was supposed to change it to San Francisco.
He messed it up. He absolutely messed it up because at the end of the song, he goes like, let's go Niners, do it for the Bay. And I'm like, oh, you're going to change those words? You're not going to change South Detroit? No wonder Steve Perry wants to come back. You know what I mean? I was like,
I heard there was drama with that.
Apparently, yeah, that's what my dad said. I was like,
even my mom said that.
Yeah, he was like, oh, Arnel Pineda was there. Like,
yeah, they were surprised that Pineda was there.
Yeah, because they said Steve Perry was coming back or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Pineda was warming up next to one of the rooms when one of my buddies was waiting in.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because he could hear him. He could hear him in the next room going, "Lying beside you." I was like, "Get out!" He put on the story. I was like, "You That's lucky cool. Motherfucker!" And it was like during the debrief. We have a debrief. Every hype team has a debrief before the game, and you're like, "Hey, Austin, Nora, you guys are in charge of escorting the flyover pilots to the South Tunnel so we can introduce them for the fourth quarter." Right. This is not the story. I'll get to the story later.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny because I was like, okay, who's escorting Journey?
You asked that.
I was like, who's I believe that all the Filipinos in this hype team should escort Journey to wherever he needs to go. He's the song of our people. He's like, no, Journey's taken care of. And I'm like, okay. Like, I tried. I was like, but yeah. So the story with the pilots.
Okay. Pilot story. Tell me.
God. Okay. So when we were making that rally,
yes,
the third quarter rally,
yes,
I was already emotional about like, fuck, man, this could be it. Fuck, we're not making it. I was just like, as a football coach, like, how are we gonna get back from 17 points?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's insane. We gotta go. We had to have a lot of things go in our favor to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during that time, the task for me and Nora, my other buddy in the hype team, we were supposed to look for these fighter pilot or the flyover pilots to escort them because they don't know the stadium. So we find them, we meet them in a certain section of the stadium. Then, hey, follow us. We're going to take you to the South Tunnel and you're going to be on the end zone. We take them to the end zone and then they go off and do their thing. That's our job. And so Nora has her phone and she's texting one of the leads, Hunter, great dude, who's in charge of doing this. Mm-hmm. And he goes, hey, we need you guys to, he goes, I'm going to look for the pilots myself and send them your way. Stay here. Cool. I'm staying right there. Okay. And then all of a sudden I hear, I'm watching from the thing, and then all of a sudden we hear in the we have a microphone, what the walkie-talkie radio, like it's like fucking Charlie Brown shit. We can't hear that. And like, Austin Nora, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, what's going on? And then the fans are like, touchdown, or like we're like something happened, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? It was the Brandon Ayuk catch.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening? And he's like, I don't know. And then later you're, and I'm like, and then, but while this is happening, you hear the radio, the pilots. So I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I want to watch the game, but we have to look for this pilot. And I'm like, can we just tell him we can't find the pilot, man? Because I just want to go on the field and watch what's going on. And then Nora's like, well, and then Hunter was like, hey, man, if we can't find him, then, just leave. At the end of the third quarter, if you can't find the pilot, it's okay. I found most of them. We're just going to introduce most of them, right?
Damn.
So then I was like, dang it. So then we're about to go, but then Nora was like, we should really look for this pilot. And I'm like, fuck, what are they wearing? And then, like, Hunter, what are they wearing? And then Nora was like, because Nora had better communication over texting.
Right.
And she goes, my phone died. I'm like, damn it. And I was like, she goes, do you have Hunter's number? I'm like, I don't. So we're just using the radio. And then it was just so hard to understand him. And they were like, Hunter, what is he wearing? And he's like, pilot suit. And I was like, okay. So in this sea of Detroit and Niner fans who were going wild, I had to go back. And again, like the fumble, fumble. And I'm like, what's going on? I want to know what's going on. and then so then we go, and then I was like, we can't find him. We're just going to go. And then Nora's like, okay, we're going to go. And then, me, I'm like, no, I should really look for him, like make an honest effort. Like, so I went back and I see this guy in a flight suit with a phone walking around. And I'm like, that has to be our guy.
Stop moving.
That has to be our guy. And then I hear, touchdown. And I'm like, so then I ran to this fucker and I said, hey, I tapped him like, hey, you're the flyer pilot? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, cool, follow me. We got to take it to the south. Because there was like a couple minutes left until the fourth quarter transition. Right. So like, okay. So I found him, and then we get to the elevator, and then so we're just getting the elevator and we're going down. And he goes, is it okay if I invite my brother to come on the field? And then I was like, it ain't happening, bro. We're taking you now. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's not. It just has to be you. They're very strict. Oh, okay. And then we finally got to the South Tunnel with all the other pilots. And then I was able to go up to that stage on the foghorn, and that's when you saw me doing the fourth quarter pump. But when I did the fourth quarter pump, I missed all of the comeback. I just went up there, saw the score, and I was like, okay, we're in this.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so hyped. But I was just like,
yeah, that's so it was just one pilot you were looking for.
Yeah.
What a rat bastard. Do they have seats to the game?
They do, but Hunter told him to meet us somewhere, and we couldn't find him. Oh. Like, we stayed in our certain area, and I was watching.
No, but I was like, the pilots, they all weren't sitting together.
I don't know. That's another thing too, because I was asking Nora. I was like, wait, where are they sitting? And she goes, oh, somewhere in the 200s. And I was like, shouldn't they be in club level? Like,
these are American heroes.
These guys flew over our stadium with lethal weapons.
And they're going to fucking be in the 200s?
And then we're going to put them in the 200s?
That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, and Nora didn't say this, but, the idea is like, well, they get to be on the field for a bit and wave. I'm like, by the time they're on the field, everyone's drunk as fuck, and they don't even know who the hell they are.
Yeah, and honestly, when they were on the field, I literally yelled, "You were late!"
And they're getting shit from the fans.
They're getting late
from the fans.
They were folding the flag already, man. I was like, dude, they're folding the flag. There's no flyover. This is bad. This is bad.
I think they came from San Diego. I think like when these flyovers happen, they come from like another city, like either San Diego or something. I don't think they come from like Muffet Field.
They don't fly from San Diego to. They fly out. They have to fly out of a near base, dude.
Like a near base. But I remember one flyover. They were like, "Oh, they're coming from San Diego," and they started like an hour early or something.
That's insane.
Because
I don't.
In one of the games, I think last season, you could hear over the radio like flyover started, and it was like an hour and a half before kickoff. But I was like, what the fuck?
That's kind of crazy. I don't think do they have enough jet fuel to get from San Diego to.
I think they land at Muffet Field.
They had to
because I remember one flyover. We were watching them, and they made like a U-turn going around Santa Clara. Yeah.
So and I said someone posted like, "Oh, there's fighter jets in the sky." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a flyover. There's a football game going on, buddy."
Well, not everyone knows.
I'm just saying.
Not everyone knows football.
So, that's your story of the comeback. Right, with the pilots. I'll tell you this story, my story of the comeback.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you said, how was I feeling during the first half? I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow, we're getting our ass kicked.
We're getting our ass beat.
Defense is Swiss cheese right now. Like they're running all over us.
Their run defense was non-existent.
And then when it was halftime, it was 24-7. I was like, man, not like this.
No, don't stop believing.
Like not like we can't lose like this. Not like this, man. Like
go down swinging.
That's
all I wanted too. Like, let's just go down swinging.
And then when I didn't know Journey was performing, like Journey's performing. What the hell?
Yeah.
And they started saying, I'm like, okay, I like it because I remember in 2019 when we had won, they played Journey at the end, and I was like, oh, this is going to be the start. This has to be the start of the comeback, right? And then basically, we got the ball first. We had the field goal, and I'm like, okay. So there's this guy, where my seats are. I sit on the aisle seat, right? There's a guy standing next to me. I'm like,
oh, that dude.
I was like, I hate when people stand in this walkway because I'm like, ugh, so I don't want to hit anybody. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So I just don't want anyone standing there. And he's quiet. I'm just like, okay, whatever. He'll probably leave. He's probably just like looking at the view. Mm-hmm. So we get the field goal. We get the 4th down stop. We get the Brandon Ayuk catch, and I'm just looking at him like, okay. And then we scored the touchdown, and I'm like, I turned to him and I said, hey, don't you fucking move. We've been playing a lot better once you start. Don't you move. And he looks at me and goes like, okay. and every time we got a first down or a touchdown or the fumble, we're high-fiving, and I don't know this guy's name, and I'm like, dude. And then when we won, I was like, it's because of you, man. You stood there and everything changed, And I was just like, man, it was such a crazy ride. And when we went up 10 points with like 4 minutes left, I think it was 3 minutes left or something like that. And I was happy. I was like, dude, we have a shot. We have a really good shot because 2 possessions is tough, but with the way they play, you thought like they could do it. But because they scored with only a minute left, and we were able to get the onside kick, I felt good. I was like, because they wasted a timeout too. Yeah. And I was like, whew. And it was 4th down with 1 second left. I was like, oh my God. Bro. And I'm going to be a little selfish too. At halftime, I was like, oh no, my undefeated NFC streak's going to end. I was like, no, I can't think like that, man. We're going to pull this out. And, they did. And
they pulled it off,
it was a huge effort by the defense to really slow down the Lions. And thank you, Dan Campbell, for being a gambling man.
Well, he was true to what he does.
But man,
I was banking on that.
It was tough.
I was like, if he's going to keep coaching,
especially that first 4th down, if he takes a field goal after we took a field goal,
it would have been harder.
We're right back at 3 possessions.
It's hard.
Yeah, but like I said, you guys are a little bit early. You know what I mean? A year or two early. So thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
Brock Purdy, though.
The legs, man. The legs. That one where he spun away. He was going to get sacked, spun away, threw a dime to Juice. That was a nice throw.
That's when I was like, yo, this kid, man. This kid is...
He's a humble guy, too, man.
He's locked in.
He's very locked in.
He doesn't show it. He has a huge chip on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They always say, like, oh, I don't listen to the noise. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You have social media, buddy.
You're just very good at blocking it out. Which is great. Good for you, man.
There's dudes who block it out, and there's dudes who, like, crumble.
Yeah.
Like CJ Garner, whatever his name is. He was like... At halftime, what happened, buddy?
Bro.
Yeah, and then like Debo too. Like he says his ish too, but he backs it up.
So McCaffrey stiffed arm CJ Gardner.
Yeah,
but not Debo and him didn't really get to go head up.
I thought there was a play There was one where
there was like a missed tackle by Gardner, but there wasn't really
it
like
wasn't there was one where he kind of blindsided him.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
like,
that one was like.
I thought there was one where he tried tackling his knees.
No,
I saw a replay.
Yeah, I think so.
I was like, what a bitch. But I don't know if that was him. I can't remember anymore. But
he got quiet, huh?
He got real quiet.
I heard he disabled his comments.
Well, when you talk the shit, and I mean, like. That's the problem, man. It's halftime and you're waving goodbye to the Niner fans. Like
wait till the fourth, man.
Yeah, but I could say the same thing about George Kittle too, because George Kittle during the second quarter, right before halftime, I was like, man, I can't wait to say they had us in the first half.
Is that what he said in the first half?
He said that before the first half was over, and then that's what he said when he was up on stage with Michael Strahan.
I didn't know. I thought he said that on the fourth quarter.
He said in the fourth quarter, and then he said that like. Beforehand too.
Did you see the clip where he said it to Purdy and he's like, okay. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Dude, shut up, lock in, bro. Jesus Christ.
And the kid was like, you're doing great, man. Yeah. he read him correctly.
And that's what I love about the team. Like they're not like too serious, They didn't get tight, and that was the difference. Like Baltimore. Like they got tight.
I watched the highlights, but I was surprised that Baltimore lost.
I actually rewatched that, like the replays and stuff. I actually watched that game. I was like, they were okay in the first half, but second half they got real tight.
What happened?
The play calling, man. They're a running team and they only ran it like 6 times or something like that.
That's weird.
It's like the reverse of.
Maybe they were trying to play catch up because they're down by like 2 possessions.
Down, yeah, but not that bad. Like look at Shanahan. He was down 17 points and he was still running the ball.
He learned.
Yeah. And that's what I love about it, because he didn't panic too, like he has done in the past, where let's just put him in a five wide set shotgun, and like it didn't work,
Well, have you listened to his explanation of the Atlanta game?
No, I didn't. I wasn't talking about. I was more talking about like the Green Bay game, when Debo got out. Like we were doing a lot of like passing sets and shotgun. We weren't running it, so it's just, I got a lot of faith in the guy, because we know this guy is a great offensive mind. Bro. It's, and two, it's luck is very involved in winning a championship.
You have a little bit of luck.
Brandon Ayuk, for example, also lucky enough to call the right calls in the right moments, because no matter how experienced you have, you can't say like, oh, I know every situation.
No, it's hard.
It's hard. So if you make the right call, it's a great idea, or it's a great call. If it's wrong, then it's like either the hero or the goat, or what is it? Goat? It's not goat, is it?
What?
It's like you're either the hero or like the
villain?
goat. Or no, it's like an old saying about like either it's like about like being a hero or you choke or something like that.
Oh,
but man, crazy. NFC crazy game. I have one more story though.
Yes, what is it?
Really, it was when we got into the stadium. Me and JP, we had to use the bathroom. And dude, the line
it's fucked up.
Just to get into the area was crazy. So we walked in between where people were getting food. Where the people line up to get food.
Yeah.
And there's that gap where people wait to get to the cashier.
Yeah.
So we walked in between it.
Oh shit.
So we got in right quick. and then on the way out, I was just like, because he said, oh, go without me because I gotta do a number 2. I'm like, all right, do your thing. See your seats. And then I was like, oh, dude, there's so many people. I said, fuck it, I'm going through. So I went back the same way. And then as I was walking by with the people standing, I was like, oh, you guys doing okay? Everyone doing okay? I walk by, you guys good? Everybody good? Walking through again, I'm like, good, guys? Oh, this guy's open.
So you pretended you worked there for a bit so you could just get through.
Well, because last time we walked through, some people were looking at us funny. Because the people were checking if you're like a season ticket holder. They were looking at us. So I was like, next time, like, I'm just gonna be like, be casual and be like, hey, you guys doing okay? Walk by. I was like, I learned that from JP, man.
Damn, I still want to hear his story of how he snuck into that seat.
We should have him in here.
Yeah, we should talking about how he snuck into the NFC Championship in Seattle.
God. I know the story, but it's better when he says it.
Dude,
it's crazy.
Our buddy JP snuck into the NFC Championship game. I think when Seattle played
the Seattle one.
They were playing the Niners, right?
Yeah, with a sorry ass Crabtree. Well, we'll save that. We'll save that for another day.
He snuck in, and it was
on the
insane.
it was in the news too.
It was in the news.
It was like not the like actual news, but like on the website of the news.
Like someone caught him, or
no? It was a story. They did a story on it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Save it for next time.
We'll save it for next time. That's a really good story.
One,
then I want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. What's your plans for the Super Bowl now?
So, I believe I have a friend on this podcast that has a house in Vegas. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey man, I'm just saying, 20 racks, 20 racks, because 2 tickets, 10,000 a pop for nosebleeds.
Nah, like I said, you know, man, I want to watch I want to watch I want to win the Super Bowl. That's number one, right?
I want to win.
Number two, I want to watch it with my parents, my family around, because it's been such a long time since our last Super Bowl. I was a kid. I remember it still, but I wasn't like
95.
Like I wasn't like
who's it against?
Chargers.
That's what okay. See,
yeah,
that's what it was. It was the Chargers.
Junior Seau in the first play was a deep post route to Jerry Rice. First play of the game, score, and it was just like I remember, but it wasn't like I wasn't like how I am now. You know what I mean? Like, because you go through all this heartache stuff like that, and all the ups and downs, and I just wanted to experience it with my mom and dad, my uncles and stuff for the first time, or not the first, like the first one as like an adult, like I can fully remember. And I know that's gonna be crazy if we win or if we pull it off, the big upset. I'm calling it an upset because the Chiefs are the champions. They're last year's champions, and you're not the champion unless you knock off the champion.
You got to beat the best.
You got to beat the best. So that's why I'm saying I'm still feeling like we're the underdogs here because they're the champions. Sure,
I mean, a lot of people are saying Mahomes is going to win because there's no way Purdy's going to pull it off.
Like I said, Mahomes might be the greatest quarterback ever, maybe, but he still has to prove it throughout his career, right? He may go to 10 more Super Bowls. He may win 7 or 8 Super Bowls. He may beat us. You know, he may win them all, but here's the thing. He's not getting this one. He could beat us 99 out of 100 times, but there's always that one time.
This is our time.
This is our time, baby. That's what I want. This one. I want this one. This is the one. This is the one I want.
I want it too.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know if we get a ring as an employee.
Dude, shout out to all my Raider friends.
Damn.
I feel bad for y'all. Because it's like,
I didn't even realize the magnitude of it until people were talking about it.
Yeah, who do you root for?
Yeah, well, also, like, I remember that notion, like, who do we root for? It's the Raider, it's the Raider and the Kansas team. But it's like, or the Niners and the Kansas team, right? Yeah. But now it's like, oh, they're playing at our house. Fuck.
Who do we root for? It's like, man.
Well, they want both teams to lose and be injured.
I don't know.
That's what a couple of my Raider. But
that's what they said?
We could probably think of someone who's a Raider fan who probably wants both of them to be injured.
Yeah, but that's tough because it's not going to happen. So either your Bay Area rival, all your friends are going to be so fucking happy that we won in your house, or your division rival is going to be winning a championship in your house. So
I would say you root for the Niners.
Yeah, because you know why? Do it for the Bay.
Do it for the Bay.
Do it for the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
I love Pilo and all this stuff, and they're making this push for do it for the Bay, like the motto. Cool, do it for the Bay for the Niners. But the new song, do it for the Bay.
I didn't hear it.
It's like they were trying to push the new song too.
You know, I
felt like he could have used a better beat.
Oh.
That's just my personal feelings. I mean, I'll still support the guy.
Me personally, I'm not super into the whole anthem songs.
Bang bang.
Like, you know, if we're at the game, bang, bang, Niner game.
Bang, bang,
like, I'll rock, but it's not something I'm repping outside of the stadium. You know what I mean? Though, you know what song I do like? The Travis King guy.
Which one's that?
49, I forget. I'm not going to sing it.
From the Bay to the Lake. That's Raiders.
No. That's you're so stupid. No. It's like red and gold to the day IDIE.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah, that one's, it's like catchy, but, you know, obviously uses somebody else's beat, but
no one could beat the OG one.
What's the OG one?
We are the Niners.
Is that the one?
Team of the 80s.
Oh. You know,
and they all sang it?
No, I thought.
They all had a record. No, they all were in the recording booth singing it.
No, it's hella funny because there's actually like a report on like these 49er fans who's like a choir that was singing a song, and it's like it at the bottom of the news. It's like 49ers gay choir group.
Wait, what?
It was all gay dudes singing Niner like something, and I was like,
hey man,
that's on brand.
It's on brand.
When they were in San Francisco.
Why not?
It was just funny because I forgot who. It was in one of these groups I'm in. They like posted it, and I'm like, oh.
Did it sound good?
I think no, they sounded good. I just don't remember what they were singing, but it's
We are the Niners.
I mean, that's like
Team of the 80s.
Well, I mean, that's how they had the Super Bowl shuffle, and Eagles had the Christmas album. Sometimes these teams,
some of the Eagles could sing though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That one lineman could sing.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey was like, oh,
like he could sing, like bro.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Bro, you should get a record deal. Just saying, you make 10 times your salary.
Yeah,
my friend.
Yeah, man, dude.
You're excited?
I'm excited, bro.
What is the go-to food for Super Bowl Sunday?
Go-to Super Bowl Sunday food for me. It's probably gonna make my poke.
Oh yeah, your poke. See, this is why you guys don't know the last two Super Bowls were hosted when the Niners made it. It was hosted at Kevin's family's house.
Yes,
and it was one of
heartbreak,
if not the best Super Bowl parties I've been at. Aside from the ending.
We're 0-2.
We're 0-2. We're 0-2 when Kevin hosts it. But it's like, so this year he doesn't want to host it, but it's like, it's not a Niners Super Bowl without Kevin hosting it. Man. So it's, for me, it's like, okay, fine. That's fine. But like, my mother-in-law was nice enough that she wants to host at her house, and she has these nice TVs, and they're gonna look after Junior. They always like my father-in-law, Uncle Joe, like he loves cooking, and I know he's gonna do a spread, but he's a Raider fan, and my mother-in-law's a Cowboys fan.
Oh really?
And I
did not know that. Auntie, I didn't know Auntie was a Cowboys fan.
She liked she liked the
Troy Aikman.
Yeah, Aikman, and then I was gonna say Elway. Aikman. Then she liked McCaffrey.
Oh.
But she couldn't bring herself. Like we got her a jersey.
She was in the game?
Well, she went to her boss what was it? She allowed her to do the suite. I guess like the company has a suite.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you a Niner fan?" She goes, "I'm a Niner fan." I mean, to her credit, she likes McCaffrey. Yeah. So she's been rooting for the Niners this season.
Like, McCaffrey.
But originally, she was a, what do they call themselves? Blue and gray, napkin blue and silverware gray Cowboys. Like what?
Is that what they say?
They bleed napkin blue, silver gray.
Shut the fuck up.
What is that?
No, they bleed jean shorts and Jordan 13s.
Well. Anyways, yeah. So that household has Cowboy fans, Raider fans,
all the enemies.
But my brother, my soon-to-be brother-in-law, Micah, he's going to be attendance.
Let's go.
And he's a Niner fan.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the bottle. When we get the big one, I'm popping that gold Niner champagne bottle, and I'm smoking a cigar, and it's going to be great.
Damn.
It's going to be great. And Junior is going to be there.
Wow. That's amazing.
With a Brock Purdy helmet.
Depends. Depends on where I am. It depends on where I am if things go the right way.
You're going to be faded, bro.
No, I won't.
You're going to be faded.
Well, it depends on where I am. That's why I said it depends on where I am.
Okay.
I might just drive by with a couple bottles of champagne.
I mean, and then we'll just go to Catch Creek.
Catch Creek. But, man, it's going to be fun. Either way.
Oh, okay. So what was your dish? Poke?
Yeah, I think poke is, well, for me, because I make it myself. And it's one of the items that when I make it, I'm fucking proud of it. Yeah, because it's fucking good.
Mine, it's bomb.
Yeah, anytime I make anything else, I'm always like, yeah, it's good. It's kind of good. I'm always like, oh, it could be better. But this, I'm like, no, I make this fucking delicious.
Yeah,
for real. So that, and I think you gotta have. I'm a hot dog guy, or like not maybe not like hot link or like some sort of sauce kielbasa or like something in a bun, in a hot dog bun.
I like hot dogs.
Hot dogs are good.
Hot dogs are great.
Portable, easy to eat. What about you?
Carne asada nachos. I need that.
Ooh.
I need carne asada nachos, and I need carne asada nachos, and I need a ribeye.
God, that's
very bad.
So like
it's very bad. But I've been on this cut that I just want something very fatty.
Oh, I know.
And savory right now.
Dude, that sounds good though. Oh man, I wish you could have made it. I know you were busy, but our tailgate.
I know.
Our tailgate. I wanted
so the reason I couldn't make it to your tailgate is because we just had so many activations to do. Yeah. And and I couldn't dip because I would feel bad. No, I just.
Dude, I'm telling you, our spread was insane.
Fuck, dude. I was trying to carve out time, but they needed us here and there and there, and I was like, okay, never mind.
It was. We'll get you on the next one. Don't worry.
But what time did you go?
Bro,
because people were out there like at fucking 9 a.m.
They were in at 9 a.m.?
There was people out there 9 a.m. I don't know how they got in, bro.
Okay, here's a little backstory. We still have some time here. So the last tailgate we went to was the Rams game, right? So that game was a 125 game, I believe. Yeah. So they only opened the gates 3.5 hours before kickoff. Okay, so with that means it should open at 11? No, 10 o'clock. So when we got there, they actually opened up at like 9:45ish. So we got in a little early, and I saw people already in there, and I'm like, hey, how did these people get in there? And the lady was like, oh, they're early tailgaters. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, how do you get?
It's like a whole thing.
I'm like, oh, how do you get that? She's like, oh, it's like a raffle on the website. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna check it out next time. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. And so in preparation for this, I'm like, where's this shit on the website? We and JP looked everywhere.
Let me talk to some people. I think. Yeah. Because I think I know the guy who heads it.
Yeah. So I'm just like, dude, if
you got to bring it,
and it'll be brought. And it was funny because I actually found early tailgater application, but this is 2014. Oh, this is from back then. It was crazy. I read it. It's like, well, how long you been a Niner fan? Yeah. What dish are you gonna make? And then I was about to say, I'm gonna make some fucking ramen, motherfucker. You want me to go hard? I'm gonna go hard.
Well, because like you got some, they bring the whole stereo, the DJ booth. They bring the whole fucking. Yeah, but the kitchen, man. They bring a fucking kitchen, and they're deep frying turkeys and cooking ribeye.
Yeah, but my thing is just like, I understand that, and I'm totally down to throw down whoever wants to go. But I'm just saying, like these guys, I saw some of their setups. They had satellite dishes for their TV, and they're taking up like 6 spaces with like their tents and stuff. And I'm like, what are they buying, like 6 passes?
I don't know, man.
Because I'm just like, because I know where we got set up for the game, people were taking 2 like on the side, and people were parking into them, so they had to move their stuff. Yeah, because I understand everyone pays for a ticket, but we actually had a perfect spot.
You guys had a nice spot because you had that edge.
We had the edge, right? No, we're in that line. We were number 3. Yeah. Okay, we were right at the light pole, right?
Yeah.
And I saw it because the guy in front of us was using the space in front of us to cook chicken. He had a huge charcoal grill that he was cooking, and his truck was parked next to it, but he was halfway over the next spot next to us. So I said, we got to park here because no one's going to park in this spot, because even if they try to move us out, their car is going to be halfway out, so they're not going to want to park here. So we parked there, and it was like a nice little area for us to like get our food, and I was grilling next to my to the fan. And what was great was on the other side where those guys were grilling, they had a full DJ booth over there.
That's it.
So I was like, oh, we don't even need the speaker we brought. Perfect. That's so sick. It was a nice setup.
So park next to a DJ.
Park next to a DJ because
someone already cooking.
That is, so we got an extra spot, and it's something cool too. The guys who were on the other side of us, when people kept coming down our lane, and I guess there's an out. We didn't know there's an out or not. They actually took the barricade and put it in front, so no one could keep coming in. It was funny. It was so for maybe like an hour it was there, and then somebody, like I think security moved it back.
Yeah,
but it was so fucking funny.
No, people will do shit, man.
Yeah, they did it, and I was like, yo, that's fucking smart. They're like, hey, hell yeah. They're like, fuck these guys. But
we should have a cardboard cutout of a car and just put it next to the parking spot, but then enclosed is just our seating area.
Inside of it. That's why I was like, because when we started driving, on the GPS is like 20 minutes. I'm like, 20 minutes? I'm like, fuck. They must have opened. Yeah. Because there's no, like, it shouldn't be red at all. Because you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
no.
but when we got there, it was moving. So when we got in, I was like, these fuckers opened early. And I'm like, of course, the time I'm trying to be all proper and, you know, follow the rules like a fucking nerd.
NFC Championship, a lot of people were early.
I should have known. But it's okay. We got a good spot. We had a good time. People showed up. And people enjoyed it. Had a good time. It was good. It was fine.
Dude, yeah, the spread on the sweets were fucking...
I bet.
Did you watch the vlog?
Yeah. Chicken.
No.
Hot dogs.
You didn't see... No, the new one I posted.
Oh, I only saw the first part of it.
Oh
I didn't get to this.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
If you fast forward to the middle...
I don't want to fast forward because that fucks up your metrics, bro.
Okay,
I want to watch it all the way through.
Well, also leaving early fucks up my metrics. So.
But I'm coming back, so...
Well, anyways, there was like, I think this roast lechon that they had.
What?
And then ribeye. And then they had an all-you-can-eat grilled lobster and shrimp.
No way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get us in the preseason.
Hey, do you follow the Aguilars on social media?
Who's that?
They're like this Mexican family that's like super Niner fans and stuff. And
Wait, the guy goes, "Roo!" Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
I saw him.
It's so fucking funny. I love that family because they're diehard Niner fans, and they're always like, "We gotta tell Dad that you have a cheer competition." And then he was like, he goes, "Hey, stupid. You have a cheer competition? Hey, don't call her that." And she goes like, "Well, she responded." There's hella funny. And then they had the thing where their dad's super superstitious too, right? So they were watching the game, and when they started winning, he tells everyone, "Don't fucking move." See, it worked. And one of the guy he's yelling at, he's actually yelling at Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. We saw Danny Rojas.
Yeah, he was in the suite with them.
Yeah, he was on the field.
Oh, he was on the field too?
And he took a picture with the whole touchdown team. Or no, Niner Noise was there. And I think the touchdown team and some of the Niner Noise saw him. Because I was like walking up to the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I saw the guys taking a group, and I thought it was just they're just taking a group picture because it's our last day, right? And I hear him go, "Football is life!" And they took a picture.
Yeah.
And I walked forward. It was fucking Daddy Rojas.
Yeah,
walking.
dude.
I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, because I saw him in their vlog too. Like, no, not their vlog, in the post. I was like, "Oh shit, they're in the same suite as Danny Rojas." And then like the dad was talking to this other dude, and it's one of the guys from Glee. Like the Mike, he's like one of the dancers and stuff. I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking Niner fan too. I'm like,
so he told everyone not to move in the suite.
No one move. And you just see Danny Rose like he was like, oh, okay. He's like holding. He's like, I'll send it to you. It's pretty. He's
funny. Hella chill.
Yeah. It's so
funny, my
dude.
gosh.
But,
yeah. Taylor Lautner was there.
Oh,
he's a Detroit fan.
Oh.
All the girls wanted to I think a lot of the hype team girls wanted to take a picture with him. He was nice. He took a picture of him.
He's so 2012 though.
2000.
What has he done lately? Nothing.
Fast and Furious 11. He's
not in there, is he?
Yeah, he's the Paul Walker's son.
So that's who they got to play Paul Walker's son. That's kind of wild.
I grew up.
Family.
No, I don't know. But yeah, he was there. I was surprised. But yeah, who else was there? Sherman was there for a bit, and then he went to the suite.
Wow.
Jerry Rice was always there. Steve Young was always there. Yeah, it was a lot of people.
Oh, man. The foghorn.
What about the foghorn?
I was so fucking hype. First half, Talafunga Hufunga.
Oh, Huff. Yeah, he was there.
God. I was like,
oh, shit. I wanted to take a picture with him, too. I couldn't find him.
Dude, I was so happy he was there doing the foghorn. And then second half, they brought in Frank Gore.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Frank Gore.
Yeah.
I was too nervous. I was like, oh, shit. He was on the field.
Yeah.
Walking away, and I was like literally this far from him.
Oh, my God.
And then, but he was with his people. I didn't want to bother him, but I was like, I have your jersey. I was there. I was there when you set that record.
Well, remember his last game? You like got up front.
Yeah.
And you're like taking pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
when I was with you during that game when he set that all-time record, I was like, oh.
And then also the one that I knew we were gonna make a comeback was because the second guy they had next to Frank Gore. Oh, my all-time favorite Niner.
Oh yeah.
BY, the true 97 of the 49ers, Bryant Young.
Bryant Young was there.
Oh my God.
I cleaned his leg press machine when I worked at Club Sports Silver Creek back in the day when Nate Clements used to go there, and I remember Bryant Young was there doing leg press.
Yeah.
And then after he was done, I was like, "Are you done, sir?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay."
Nice.
And I cleaned his sweat.
Also was like.
I I was just amazed that I was like, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, it's funny.
He's here. Such a bougie club.
It's such a funny story too. Like me and my dad, I remember we were going to Great Mall one time. I think it was when Dave and Buster's like had first opened or something. There was like a restaurant, there's a restaurant area, right? And at the time, it was like you could see there was like it was by the windows or something. I forget where. Like we walked by, and my dad's like, "That's Brian Young," and then he looked at him, and then my dad like gave him like one of these. And then Brian Young saw him, and he gave him one of them toes, and it was like, I was a kid, I didn't really notice. So my dad told me, I was like, that's cool. That's nice of him to like, acknowledge somebody who, and of course my dad, he wasn't gonna go up to him and be like, shake his hand or anything, but he just gave him, he played it cool. He was like,
dude,
that's the way.
I did that to Jarvarius Ward when I was walking, but I was nervous because I was like.
You're
recording,
filming?
right? I was just walking, and then Charvarius was looking for someone. And I was just looking, and then him and I made eye contact, and I just went, and he was like,
yeah. It's funny because then you feel like you've been acknowledged by the gods.
I was like, oh,
yeah.
You heroes know my peasant self.
I love that.
I am
cool,
just
man.
the one who sets up the anthem stage.
Yeah. Speaking of like meeting our heroes and stuff, this is long ass time ago when the Niners were still in San Francisco and they used to have training camp in Santa Clara, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were at the Huki Lao on Japantown.
Oh yeah,
this was with Lawrence too.
Oh.
Lawrence, Camille, I think some other people, and it was rowdy. It was loud in the back room.
Really
going on, and so. We were just, I think we were having lunch or something, and then these big ass dudes come out, and like they get in a fight in the front and stuff. It was
what?
We're like, what the fuck? And they were drunk, and then Isaac Sopuaga comes out of the back room, and he's like trying to like get them to like chill out, and then they come up to our table, and he goes like, Isaac goes and points at me. He's like, hey, if you don't chill, my cousin right here is gonna fucking call the cops on you. And I was just like. I was like, yeah. But I was like, dude, that's Isaac Sopuaga.
Yeah. I was
like, because he was one of my, I love D linemen.
Yeah, of course.
And I was just like, oh my God. It was like one of the first times.
We're cousins.
Like I swear, like he was like, it's one of the times I've been starstruck. Because I was like, yeah. So the dudes who were fighting was Brandon Moore. I think he was a linebacker for us. And I forgot he was a fullback for us. He had like he had
Orange
dreads.
Hair?
He had
No.
dreads. He had no, that's Bruce Miller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's a
yeah.
No. It was before. It was before that. I think Zach Zeasley I'm thinking Beasley. No, Zach something.
It wasn't Beasley.
No, it wasn't Beasley. It was a white dude with like dreadlocks. I forgot his name. I think his first name was Zach. I'll look it up when we're off camera. But
Van Ginkel? He's
no, but like they were one of them. I swear, like they're like he got hit in the eye, and you could see it was starting to like get black already.
Jesus Christ!
Because their hairs were all fucked up.
This is during season?
No, this is like preseason, like like training camp. So I assume they were like done for the day because they were drinking, obviously.
Yeah.
But just that interaction is like crazy, dude. Like
that's hilarious.
Wild. Like imagine seeing Steph Curry at like Golf Galaxy. Like
I would be like, so
I'd be like,
what are you getting?
Like whoa. Like yeah, I know most people are like, oh dude, I would have been done this. Like no, you wouldn't. It's tough, man. Because
no,
I
don't. When people go, I would have done this if I were
sure.
there. No, I don't believe you. Bullshit. Because I've actually been in those situations myself more often than not, being in this job. And when it comes down to it, for me, it's just being very respectful and being like
yeah. Oh, this is not a football story or athlete, but this is when I was living in LA. Me and JJ, we were going to Yogurt Land to get some yogurt. And this guy, I was like, that guy looks so fucking familiar. Who is that guy? He's an actor. And I think he was on a date with somebody.
Ooh,
yeah. So I was like, who's this? And I was like, and when we're driving back, it was the guy in that Key and Peele. He's like Black Falcon, like the main, the main Falcon. like, give back information, Black Falcon. Like that guy. I forgot his name.
Is Keaton Michael?
No, not that. He's a white dude.
Oh,
he was like the commander of like the.
Oh,
Falcons.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Yeah,
his name.
I know his real name. He was a Black Falcon. I was like, that's him. I was like, that's him. That's right. That's him. But and of course, you're always like,
why do you? I'm green. I'm a green Falcon.
Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, living in LA, I've actually had not encounters, but I was in line for coffee one time at this one place. I was like LA, and these two women in front of us. Oh, they were in front of me. There's a person in front of us, and he was leaving. I was like, oh, that's Will Sasso.
Oh, shut up.
Will Sasso, right? And these two women were like, was that Kevin James?
Oh no!
But in there, like, they didn't say. No one said anything to the guy. I was like, oh, that's Will Sasso. I'm like, that's cool. Wow. And then they're like, was that Kevin James? I'm like, these women, who the fuck? How dare them?
How dare they?
But yeah, I think I tweeted at him about that. I tried tweeting him about that. I'm gonna look at my old tweets later.
Wow.
Because I was like, hey man, someone thought you were Kevin James, dude.
I still go over. I told them. I told them.
But yeah, man, interactions are crazy, man, because you never know.
You don't know.
You never know
until you're actually in it.
Yeah. So
we are ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh man, was it 12 days away now?
It's 12 days away. If you guys enjoy our content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow this podcast. Follow us.
Hey, leave a comment on who you got.
Leave a comment on who do you have on the Super Bowl.
Well, that's if you post this in time.
I'm going to post it tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, then, if you let us know who you got.
Let us know who you have. Review us on our podcast.
5 stars, please.
5 stars would be great. Follow this YouTube channel. If you would like more episodes, I'm going to start uploading these episodes on my personal.
Let's go.
Goes. I think.
At the, where? Personal account. Personal account.
The personal account. What are we pointing to?
You're going to link it.
Sure.
Right.
We're going to link it. Sure. Or you could look below this video.
Yeah, look at the bottom.
There it is.
That's what I'm pointing at.
This is Coach Austin from Hyper Strength and Conditioning with your Nerd Out and Workout podcast, where we nerd out, workout, and podcast with my co-host Kevin Arabagan.
Go Niners, baby.
And we will see you guys later. Keep bye.